For fuck's sake, really? Fantastic. I turned the mic off for privacy just in case, but I really shouldn't because what's anybody gonna hear? I just wanted to use a mute button because I have a mute button. I wanted to use the mute button. I didn't have one before. Okay, well, good. Nobody heard me saying stuff, so that's fine. I see how it's gonna be. I don't have a physical mute button on my gear. To physically mute my mixer, I have to turn the stereo audio lever down because that's what's outputting to my computer. I gotta practice intro, yeah. Yeah, hold on, let me just, let's, of course now I'm not hitting the buttons fast enough. Hey everybody, good Monday to you. This is your guy Yagua here with the fluff, welcoming you back to another Monday Night Metal. It has been one heck of a time so far. Today's definitely going better than yesterday. That's saying something. But at least I don't have a migraine while staring into two light bulbs, because that's not fun. That's less than ideal. But thank you all for showing up. Now I can switch over. And I'm in 3D. For those who don't know, I did have my 3D debut yesterday, pretty much just to do one because I was told it's a thing you must do. And I should have followed my instinct of, well, fuck that. Why don't I just show up in 3D and have people go, wait, what's this? And be all like, I've always looked like this. Don't you know, darlings? This is how I've always been. It is how I've always been. But no. I had to be fancy. And then I had to have a migraine. And I had to have notes on what I was going to do in physical media, which I lost, instead of on a notepad on my computer. Because, you know, I could just I have a sticky note program. Windows comes with that now. Remember a time when that wasn't even possible. But I still write stuff down with a pencil like a damned Neanderthal. I still enjoyed things, despite having a migraine and staring into two light bulbs, sometimes one light bulb, sometimes without my glasses while trying to read. Got most of that fixed, though. And I am glad that you had fun, Alter. I'm glad that people who showed up did have fun, especially since the people who showed up were the peers that I'm most anxious around. I feel a little more relaxed with you because, well, we share enough common interests. I think you might actually be a scan. I don't know anybody who's... I know very few people who have seen the original Cyberpunk... for fuck's sake. The original Cyberpunk classic, Bubblegum Crisis. Like, a lot of people saw 2040. But I feel very old when I say, oh yeah, I loved Bubblegum Crisis. And they go, I don't know, that thing at the end where they turn into space dolphins? What was that about? Pardon me, I'm just gonna crumble into dust and just fall right next to the original translated manga of AD Police Files. That's fine, I'll just sit here right next to that and my copy of Bubblegum Crisis Grand Mall and my Pris Ashigari in Hardsuit vinyl garage kit, which I still need to paint. It's cool. But, I mean, I'm in my late 30s now, so that's happening a lot. Way too much. But still, I did the thing. It happened. It was amusing. And I'm glad that some people at least had fun, and I'm also glad that not a whole lot of people saw that Scuff Fest. So, for those of you who didn't, this is my 3-day debut. Isn't it glorious? Huh? Come on. Come on. Fix the eye thing, mostly. I can't wink while looking directly at chat because it either doesn't register, or if I try it hard enough, I kind of look like I'm having a stroke. We could have Sylvia build you a suit. Leon, I'd look silly in heels. Not wrong. Not wrong. And I actually liked the some of the personalities in 2040 I was not a big fan of. Because they kind of took the most obvious character personalities or character traits of the original and just turned them up to 11 and threw out all the rest. Like Nene Romanova is my favorite. I love the redheaded hacker girl. But in 2040, she was really annoying and not a redhead. I think they made her a blonde if I'm not mistaken. But Leon was well done. I admit Leon was well done, which is good because he didn't really have much personality in the original. He was pretty much just, I'm a badass because I'm the one competent cop. Well, me and my gay friend Leon. Which, I mean, points on them for, at the time, having a gay character who wasn't an absolute train wreck. But that's also been kind of a point where anime's been ahead of the West. But yet they're still also very obviously gay. Like, painfully gay. Like, yeah, that guy from Outlaw Star. You know exactly which one. Yeah, it was not Leon's, or not Leon's, partner's, primary trait. He was just a little femme, which is fine. It worked well. It's better than the scientist from Gurren Lagann early on. You could tell was obviously written by somebody who does not know any gays. Which, I mean, given how repressive it can sometimes be in Japan, I get that. And I see you said they rebooted it. It's Friendship is Magic. Are you talking about My Little Pony? I saw that comment and I'm like, I don't remember. I'm 404ing on that. Yes, I actually need to finish watching that. I was watching it as it came out online as people posted it, episode by episode. However, around season 4 or 5, that became, I think it was season 5, that became very difficult because Hasbro had to start stomping on throats to protect their IP, which I get. They have to protect their IP, otherwise they lose it. But that also means that I'm a season or two behind the ending, and it's been a couple years, so. But I did watch, I think, all of the Equestria Girls movies. Oh, it's comparative, you're saying. They took the concept of Bubblegum Crisis / MLP, and then they deviated it extremely. Well, yes, if you want to be smart and make smart comments and analysis, then yes, alter. Absolutely. Stop being smarter than me. Actually, I don't think that's possible, so please continue, darling. He left shortly after they switched showrunners. There was a distinct change with the loss of Lauren Faust, which I stuck in. I enjoyed it still, but I understand people who'd left. I get that. That being said, there was still some really good stuff that went on afterwards. And character development and growth that still happened, regardless. What the hell were we even talking about? Mondays. Yes. It was very Monday. I ended up calling out of work because I was still recovering from the migraine. I'm fine now, but it took me a few hours to actually fully function today. Yeah, I have the advantage of I have a just keep calling out until 2023. It's extremely tempting. Extremely tempting. I have an FMLA, a Family Medical Leave Act, which is a Washington state thing, basically like an ADA accommodation, for my mental health. And I used that because well, the migraine made me feel really sad. Look, I wasn't fucking going in. It was just, I was not functioning, wasn't happening. Boss can yell at me all they want. Actually, they can't because it's legally protected. Suck it, company. But I ended up getting a few things done. I may or may not have broken the surge. We'll find out if there is a particular cap or leveling to an augment I put on, an implant, but I've got an implant that banks extra healing when you heal up to past full, and it slowly degrades like your energy. But I also gain a certain percentage of health, actually 40%, when I perform an execution. So I'm curious if executing when I have more than 100% health grants 40% of my normal HP or 40% of my current HP. It can. I haven't tried it much. I've actually got to go into the boss fight over in the biodome, the mini armed little shit that's over there that the building collapses in on itself afterwards, and rumbles and breaks. So I think what I'm going to do is take the long way there and just mercilessly slaughter my way through everything and see how big of a health bar I can show up at the boss fight with. Because that's going to be hilarious. If it actually keeps building regardless, there's no cap to it, whether or not it's capped by whether or not the percentage gain off of the other implants is capped. That's just going to be great if there's no cap to it. Just walk in there with 3 times the health. Health bar that wraps around the screen comes back underneath itself. As for where I got it, I think Cider and I are actually cheating because we have the DLCs. They came with the purchase we got because it was all on sale at the same time. And it was in the DLC, one of the DLCs. Same with that wicked cool axe I'm using, which does like 79 damage at Mark II. Because it has a very high scaling with skill. Which is at very high, it's like 1-to-1. So I basically just add 20 points of damage to it. Just by having my one-handed so high. I don't think I'm going to stream the Surge because you just finished it. Cider's just starting it. As much as I want to show it off and be all like, hey, look at all this cool shit, I think it would be oversaturating things. But I do totally want to show off all the cool shit I got. The fact that I can heal 40% of my health off of taking someone's head off. Fantastic. Chef's kiss. I also have a vital scanner that grants health bonus also. It's not a terrific category though, but it is fun. It is fun, and you gained more people from playing the Surge than I have gained from anything other than people going, oh, hey, it's that guy from the one chat that I don't hate. Yeah, I'll throw him a follow. So it's still a viable resource. I don't want to add to the saturation. I think Cider would do really well there, better than I would anyway. I enjoy watching him play Surge, and I do want to kind of get to other things. I really, really want to show some VR games I got. I love VR. It's fantastic. And there's some games that are amazing. I also would totally pay money to see Doppel play Into the Radius. Let me give myself a quick reset here, and realize I could have done that between scenes, whatever. Let's get on over to the gaming scene, though. There we go. And switch back over to Cyberpunk. I'm using my new layout, which is with the 1080p monitor as the primary here, so it's got a bit of a different setup than I was using. So this is a bit of a debut for a couple of things. Let me see what jobs we got. I think it's just down on the street is what we determined last time. Return to the camp in 8 hours. Complete jobs until Best, aka Nancy, calls. Wait a day for Claire to contact you. Yep. I'm sorry, folks. We've got to advance the plot again. I know it's not... Let's take a street fight. That's the wrong button. Fantastic. Still doing that. Doesn't matter. Still always just doing that. Take your Kusanagi because I love Kusanagi. I don't know how you drove from that. And you know what? I'm not asking questions. A is for horses. I'm on a motorcycle. Completely different. City people. Cider! Welcome, 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 darling. I just did that. I'm blaming you, Cider. Yeah, I'm gonna curse myself again, but the controls are so much tighter, everything's grippier. Now I'm gonna run into something again. Whoop. I would have never woven through traffic like that successfully. Not even close. Oh god. Come on.
What's your problem?
Almost killed somebody driving, but almost is still a vast improvement. Now the only thing I feel like I need to get used to other than remembering to blink on occasion, because now the model actively reflects that and people are going to be all like, where's the blink command? Is when I have to scratch my face. Because I have no idea what it's going to do. I know drinking can be hilarious.
Crazy fool!
If I'm a crazy fool, why are you shouting at me? I wouldn't want to mess with me. I'm insane. Be 100% more aware of yourself than chat will. Yeah, that's also a great description of anxiety, being 100% more aware of you than basically the rest of the universe. And again, I do like the original music they came up with, but this is not for true cyberpunks. Not that I gatekeep. This is not chipping in. The creator of Cyberpunk and Artel Saurian Games, Maximum Mike Pondsmith, literally wrote songs for the tabletop. It's weird, you'll put on like a heart rate monitor and feel more naked even though it's, you know, whatever, you know? It's technically more material. Art kit gets self-conscious because it's showing even more of their true self. Yeah. I can't wait until... I think I'm going to get Slime VR, because I haven't got a body tracking solution. I do have Cat VR's walking sensors, but they're terrible, and I don't know if they work to track anything else, to actually work as trackers, but I do know Slime VR does, and works well, and is cheap. But I think I'm going to go that direction and build just some basic stuff I can put them onto, so I've got specific gear. Like we were talking in your stream about, is that your stream or mine? It was your stream. About, you know, almost having a full cosplay. Oh, ARKit is, face tracking. The iPhone one. Oh. Right. Well, Snuffy also uses VC Face, I believe, because I've seen her pull up the controls on it before and mess with the camera settings and lighting and everything. But yeah, now I think about it, AR kit and I keep getting recommended Luppet, which just sounds
It
like a
is good
lame
to see
puppet
you, V.
or an
Seems
off-brand Muppet. I'm
pretty,
not sure which.
secluded here.
It is
Murder
appropriate for
Daddy.
such a secret meeting.
Oh, I'm sitting down. I was wondering why I was taller than him all of a sudden.
What the hell happened? Look close to awful.
You see a man robbed of his implants, money and dignity. Look well. It
It's
is
funny
not
when he
all
says that
bad.
to your Corpo character
I am
because that's
mostly
literally how you start the
unnoticed
game.
in the streets.
Friend you mentioned here?
Oda, he should be here any moment now.
Willing finally to give me the spec on him?
He's Hanako-sama's bodyguard.
Hanako Arasaka's? From the carrier at anchor in the bay? Saburo's daughter.
Yes, and if he believes you, we'll next meet with her.
Sure you can trust him?
Yes,
Convincing. Very.
I have nothing to lose. Is that better?
Worse? 'Cause I got plenty to lose.
Oh, bullshit, V. You're dying. You're dying of Keanu Reeves. A noble death.
By God, huh? A good sign. He is usually camouflaged.
That's because he doesn't think we're a threat. Also, the fact that he gets optical camo before we do is just me. Optical camo came in patch 1.31, I think, or 3.8. It wasn't cyberware you could get originally, but Saka ninjas could have it. Yep, that was me taking a drink, and that was hilarious to watch. Yeah, I want to look into other options beyond this my current setup, but VC Face is going to carry me a long way. VC Face and this way overpriced camera.
Your thief. She's my witness, V.
Can speak for myself, you know.
Nice hair, douchebag.
So speak. I have been
Oh
told
wait.
you know things.
Well, no, it looks cute on me.
Not gonna like what I'm about to say. I need a guarantee I'm safe here.
You are. You have it.
V, you can trust Oda.
Alright then. Konpeki Plaza. I was there the night it happened. Looked like your typical family quarrel until Yorinobu lunged at Saburo and started choking him.
Silence. Not one word more. You will bring death to your door.
But it is the truth. Hanako-sama must hear it.
Work with what you have as
My
far as you
one
can take it.
concern is to keep her
Mantra
safe.
for the longest
this
time has been
city
in a
forgotten
cave
by
with a
the
box of
gods.
scraps.
Is she in danger?
Probably
No.
not the part of the movie that you
No.
should have resonated
During
with
the
me, but
parade
here
to
we
honor
are. I mean,
Arasaka-sama.
you're not
Most
wrong.
certainly.
I bring you this
I used to
witness
spend
to his murder.
many a night
And you
with a
dare to
desoldering
worry
iron
about the
taking
city
apart
parade?
things for
Fool.
parts.
Correct.
So,
Unlike you, I have not yet failed to keep my
But
oath
you can't
to-
ignore the truth.
fuck your oath.
You will regret those words.
The only thing I regret is that I came here to meet you. There is a price on your head. I do you a favor now by not cutting it off and taking it straight to Yorinobu-sama.
Sorry, but this gonna take much longer.
What would you do now, were you in my place?
I do no favors. I would deliver you ahead to Yorinobu-sama.
Consider yourself lucky that I am not you.
Oda,
Can
not like we're asking for a whole lot here. Just one brief meeting. Hanako should decide if what we say is true. You can't decide for her. Will you help?
I will not. But I will let you leave this place, this city, unharmed. If I see either of you again, I will not be so lenient.
You really
Very
overvalue your
careful,
skills,
my
my
friend.
friend.
we are all so far from home.
I'll let you
Good
leave this
fucking
city.
riddance.
Dude, I'm from this
One
city.
Arasaka whack job is already plenty.
Fine friend there. Got any more?
Alas, only him.
Well, Can't say we didn't try.
We tried, yes, and obtained something useful.
How do you
Oh,
figure
for
that?
fuck's sake.
What Oda said. They returned to Tokyo after the parade. Do you not see? The parade. It is our chance, perhaps. If somehow
Subtle
we can
CDPR.
get to Hanako-sama, we must do a proper reconnaissance first. We'll need a precise map of Japantown.
Hold on.
It is your turn
Y'all
to
really
call
like
on
your
friends.
wolf logo.
Do you know a fixer who could help?
No, just the fixer dame. Wakako Okada. Runs a
Yeah.
pachinko parlor on Jig Jig Street.
We must pay this woman a visit. Will you join me?
Sure, why not?
Well, I guess it's good that my motorcycle just... Alright. Next job's Charter Hill. Still gotta get back to the camp because Bobby, Billy... I don't know, the guy we got a kidney for is resolved one way or another.
J Street. What is this name?
Just a night city name.
Beware, you mock me too often.
You're very mockable and pretty.
You alright, Goro?
Yes. Why the sudden concern?
Just asking. Does everything with you have to have an ulterior motive?
I mean, he was
I
former
apologize.
security.
That came off wrong. I am simply not used to such questions. People like me,
Are the cops gonna shoot
either
at
we are
me?
doing well, or we are
Tiger
in
claws?
a grave.
It's the tiger claws, because I think they're right over there.
Any idea what's going on at Arasaka?
Only what I can surmise from what I see on TV.
Nobody recognized me in this horrible
Yorinobu
person's
and his
van.
puppets grin at the cameras and insist
Looks like it's
that
designed to
everything is under
specifically to
control.
abduct people.
But the wider the smile, the bigger the lies.
Yeah, skipping the ride. Just too awkward with Murder Daddy. We don't know him well enough yet. But we will. Oh yeah, we will. Plus, I mean, he saved my life, I saved his life, he shot my fixer for me, who shot me and killed me. Night City, right? Can I get out? Thank you. Fortunate son. Read Bob's message. Track job. Oh, I can't bring up my phone. I have to just follow you. Fantastic. Can't bring up my phone or summon a vehicle. I guess I'll resolve this plot line. Tragically.
Son of a bitch. Stop right there.
What? Oh!
Hey, you looking for some company tonight?
Not while I'm on Twitch. Seriously, every guy in this game does the exact same strut.
Rogue, my sweet. This has got to be a misunderstanding. I've no idea who jumped your team, but the claws? No, never. My boys know their place. I'm sorry, got to go. I have guests.
Tell Rogue I said hi, and also you're kind of a jerk.
V, so nice to see you. And your charming friend is?
Happen to be working together, that's all.
竹村五郎です。岡田さん、お会いできて光栄です。
Ah, a true gentleman. Ah, shame only that he's being hunted by all Arasaka's tin soldiers.
Yeah, but they're also
And
bad
you,
at doing
V,
so.
bring him to my door. Give me one reason why I shouldn't notify the proper authorities right away.
Eddie's is why. Always about Eddie's, Wakako. You wanna make them, we got biz. Doesn't get any simpler.
So tell me, and mark well I
And the
still have
Roma,
my
how'd you put
phone
it,
at
being a
hand.
clone slash copy?
Need intel on the parade that's scheduled to come through Japantown.
So it's Arasaka. Again. What I fail to understand is, why come to me? Did Mr. Deshawn
Man.
not come to the phone?
I'm sorry, it actually doesn't.
Arasaka, Tiger Claws. Kinda like the family dog screwing the cat, hmm? Can't possibly be fond of the people who killed your grandkid.
That was very long ago.
Time's the best healer. Wound like that, though.
A wound like that, no. Everything's on the shards.
How much does this cost?
Weird nostalgia of
My
something you only
pockets
caught
are
2
empty.
episodes of. Well, clearly,
My gift
I
to
call it a
you,
recommendation,
it's
now I'll
free.
watch it.
Okada-san, what is free often proves most costly.
Gonna take them or not?
For free. You sure?
Got my reasons. But patience, I got none.
Alright. Literally called it nostalgia. You're not wrong,
Whole
but
district
that
is to
doesn't
be
mean
sealed off for the parade.
I can't
Dashi
pretend it was a
platforms, the main
recommendation,
attraction.
and when it
They'll
turns out to
fly
be
this
terrible,
way, high above
be all
street
like,
level.
oh man, that was terrible.
Along the parade route, balconies,
Or it could be
footbridges,
good.
and vantage
You've only seen 2
points
episodes.
affording good views. Hanako Arasaka, a guest of honor, will
Plus, I mean,
deliver
something
her
that sits on
speech
my
from the largest float.
To watch list
She'll
sits
do
there
this
for a while, like,
exactly.
you know,
Here.
for example, the last couple seasons
Got
of My
no
Little
idea
Pony,
about security, but
current
given
season
recent
of
events,
Witcher, for that matter.
expected to be tight.
all of
Our last
Hitmonkey.
parade, Arasaka undercovers
Last couple
infiltrated
Marvel
the
movies.
crowd. Not to mention a smattering of sharpshooters, drones, and if that's not enough fun for one day, a net runner, one at least. They use the city
They always use
CCTV
exactly one
to
net
observe
runner.
everything. Main access point here. It's an old automated control center. If you ask me,
But if you do
most
have better
useful by
recommendations, I'll
far.
be happy to see them.
At the end, the floats afloat out of Japantown, and we'll be left with trash
And then you immediately
up to
post
our
one as I'm
elbows
saying
that
that.
no one will collect.
I'm psychic.
That's it. It's all I have.
It must be enough.
Then go. Be on your way.
Thanks, Wakako.
We appreciate this, Okada-san.
I was kind of hoping that the new patches would give at least a couple of the guys in this game a different strut. Like, he's not in...
A delightful.
Okay,
natural
technically he's inconspicuous by doing that
This
because every
information,
guy walks like that.
could be
But he
just what we
shouldn't
need.
be
But I will try
inconspicuous.
to investigate further. I will stay here
'Cause he looks
sometime
very
and call
blatant.
some associates. The moment I learn something new, I will let you know.
Stay safe, Goro.
You as well. Until next time.
Stay safe. I want to see if they turned off all of your implants. Okay, now we go to Fortunate Son track job. Iron-Blooded Orphans. I've only seen, I think, the first episode of that. I very much don't remember where the hell I'm going. Enjoyed it. And was told I would enjoy all of it. There we go. Out on the street. Here, Becky. Really? You're downstairs? Fine. kind of ramps up solid space opera with expanding stakes. That's what I hear. I also heard that there was a whole lot of, you know, child soldier trauma, and as messed up as it is to say, I like that? Question mark? I mean, it's sort of like how I respected Digimon for, you know, killing off a child. It's storytelling that you don't see a lot of, and it's cool, but then you can't explain why you like it because you just sound horrible. I mean, I'm literally a monster, so I guess that's fine. I think about it. Whoop. Yay, weave! Kill a Kill is one of the ones that I know I need to watch, but at the same time, was so overhyped by my friend circle that I have a hard time bringing myself to watch it. I was lucky in that my friend circle didn't do that to Gurren Lagann until after I started watching it, and I was literally forced to watch My Little Pony. Otherwise it would have been the same situation. But like, it and Rurouni Kenshin, that was the other one I was trying to think of. Everybody in the damned universe said could be watched. Absolutely. 100%. Watch it now. Watch it yesterday. Watch it 5 years ago. But I get annoyed when every single person tells me to watch it, especially if, you know, people start doing that bullshit of, well, you're not a real anime fan, or you're not a real nerd. It's like, motherfucker, you said the same thing about Harry Potter, now you're telling me not to read it because the writer's a transphobe. Make up your mind. Also, I didn't read Harry Potter because I was reading Lord of the Rings when I was like 7. Fuck off. Watched it while it was releasing. I remember waiting a week for every episode. I will say that is one thing that digital media, streaming media, kind of breaks, is the thrill of being stuck waiting for the next episode. And when they do that, it's actually kind of quite annoying. What? No, don't come from that direction. Now I have to turn you around. I'm almost getting run over by you. It's actually a clever trick to learn. But I will add those both. I'll add Iron-Blooded Orphans is actually pretty high on my list. I need to watch IBO. I definitely need to watch it. But Kill a Kill is going to be on my to-watch list as well, fairly high up. So it actually matters. Whoop. I watched Agami got killed. Agami got killed. They pronounce her name several ways in the dub, so I have no fucking clue how it goes, but that was pretty messed up. That was really good, but really messed up. Also featured giant scissors, if I recall. Thank you for helping me stop things. You are remarkably sturdy. I do hope they subvert the fact that it's cheesecake, because what I did see of it, I caught like an episode or part of an episode here and there because it was on Adult Swim, I think. It seemed very cheesecakey. Not that I'm necessarily against that, but it also just... cheesecake for this fan service for the sake of fan service can be really irritating. I do like anime that swerve, like Chivalry of a Failed Knight was classic battle high school, or superpower high school, the protag has no power but is super phenomenally awesome because of it, and is stuck in a weird pervert situation with the popular girl, and they do a whole will they won't they thing, except instead of it drawing out across the entire show, they hook up in like episode 3, and the rest of the series is about how fucked up it is that the worst kid in the school and the best kid in the school are together. At least as far as the romance arc goes. Really good. I liked that part. I don't think it's actually faster to go off-road on a motorcycle because of all the bouncing. There's a character whose clothes keep slowly falling off while they give speeches whenever you meet them, to the point where their nipples are revealed and have glowing lens flares obscuring them, like they're constantly getting naked and talking about being naked. Also, that's a dude. I'm 100% behind this. Actually, one of my favorite webtoons comics. Hey, thank you for stopping me, Magical Barrier. Which was pointed out to me by a friend of mine who's, doesn't want to be named just in case, because of perceptions, but Cursed Princess Club, like, the prettiest of the children in it is the prince. He's oftentimes mistaken for a girl, but also, when in his own kingdom, frequently gets naked just because he doesn't like clothes, and it's funny.
How's Jake doing?
He's easing into it slowly. Needs a day or two to get
That is
up on
also
his
a
feet.
terrible way of
Glad to hear
describing
that.
Cursed Princess Club,
You have my thanks, V. On behalf of
because
myself
that's like a very minor
and
part
the
of it.
entire family.
Cool. So I came all the way. You couldn't have just texted, "Hey, he's alive." All right, thanks. Okay, job updated, Fortunate Son. Okay, it's gone. Head to the big race. Finish the big race. They will both probably point to the big race. Star Driver. What is that one about? I'm assuming it's not a Star Citizen anime. Star Driver has the Galactic Pretty Boy, like that's his title in the show. It's mecha anime. Is it? Is it the one where you pilot your mecha by your co-pilot? Probably not. Probably not that anime. Mech shatters reality to appear in the combat arena. Well, that's cool. Darling in the frame. Oh, that's where that meme comes from. I was looking up sound clips for my alerts. That one, yeah. Skip the last 2 to 4 episodes and it's pretty good. I will keep that in mind. Where the hell is my car? Oh, and I'm trying to summon a car in the desert. It's probably stuck in the floor. Really? I had to run all the way this far away from camp to summon my car to then have to run back to camp. At least I'm getting athletics XP. If you don't care terribly about spoilers, I'm posting a video somewhere. Honestly, spoilers don't bother me as much as they probably should. It was mostly when I was younger, I didn't like spoilers because a couple of people I know would very specifically spoil anything and everything whatsoever. But I've mellowed out on that quite a bit, especially since being psychotically against spoilers is its own meme.
Hey, Jude.
Judy, what's up?
You know, same old. You?
Funny, I was just thinking about you.
So, do I got amazing timing, or are you always thinking about me?
You know, I
Yes?
could be cursing your name in my thoughts.
Oh, hey. I'm just glad you remember me at all. Because I got a favor to ask.
I punched a rapist to death with you. Of course I remember you.
Ask away. It's never boring with you.
Interesting people
Oh,
aren't
crap, the
easily
tunnel.
bored.
Not in your company. Okay, now that we've blown each other, what's up?
You're on a need-to-know basis. So, this particular mission don't require you to have no gun. Just a wetsuit.
Doesn't not require me to have... Oh, there we go. Now I don't
Say
have
I'm
lights either.
intrigued. Why the wetsuit?
Can't back out now. Just gonna have to use your imagination.
Really know how to reel me in, don't ya?
Ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, and a bridge? Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
then count me in.
I will
But I gotta
100,000%
warn you,
watch any
I look
abridged.
great in a wetsuit.
There were actually a couple of
Believe it
abridged
when
for
I
or
see
on
it.
high school
Damn out past Rancho Coronado.
boys
Know it?
club,
Sure.
girls club,
What about it?
Little abandoned bungalow lakeside.
or on high school,
Meet
which
you
was
there.
actually that's a
That's
series I
okay.
need to watch, and it was quite looks really cute.
Okay, is this a date?
Guess you'll have to
The
find
whole
out.
series in 10 minutes. It's absurd and fucking accurate.
See ya, V.
And that tends to be the best of the abridged. I am 100% behind that, though. I like the abridged series. Abridged is the only way to experience Dragon Ball, in my opinion, on the basis that I am already 37. If I start watching it now, I'll be dead before I finish watching it. Especially since I think it looks kind of boring anyway. But, I mean, people who really, really, really like DBZ, you know, y'all do you. Let's get out, and let's switch over to Batmobile. Still shouting to hit in the next power level, yeah. Okay, that's an odd place to... You know what? You're not on an overpass 300 feet above me, so I'm fine with that. Excuse me, truck. And protagonist coming through. One I liked was Aoi, A-H-O-U-I, I believe. X Machine Gun. It's basically about this, it's a high school anime to a degree. It's about the student class president or under president who's a masculine female. Like, easily passes. Whose lady friend basically ends up blowing all of her money at a host club. Host club, that was the term I was looking for. She goes to confront the guy that her friend is obsessed with, ends up causing a lot of property damage, and gets suckered into paying off the debt by being on his airsoft team, because he thinks she is male, and he only airsofts with males after some shit happened with the Really? With the last gal he partnered with, because another team is just all sorts of fucked up. Zane Jagger. Discount package, stop by Junji, we'll shoot something Nova for you, even now you want, or in an hour. Don't keep me and your dad any longer than necessary. By the way, if you have any sweet tooth for gossip, I found some very interesting deets about Max Stack Officer that questioned us. Alright, you know what? We might actually be diverting. Me, not text and drive. Yeah, it's... X Machine Gun was really... It had a bit of that Oron high school host club thing going on, but with an airsoft team. It was really funny. One of the other members of the team is a professional, like, hentai writer or erotica writer. And they all think she's a he, which it's kind of lowbrow at this point, that kind of humor, but it's not taken too horrifyingly like Ace Ventura. And it's but that was really funny. It was 'cause there's a scene where she goes and gets changed into airsoft gear in the girls' bathroom, comes out, and he sees her coming out of the girl's bathroom thinking she's a boy. And he's cool with it because he's had to, quote unquote, do research as well. I don't know, it came off funnier when I was watching it, but it's also like a one-season show. It's well worth checking. Where was I? I was talking to somebody who does not matter. Zane Jagger. So hit me with the details. I couldn't help thinking I saw her somewhere. I checked the N54 news archive, and what do you know? She was a cyber psycho. On January 14th, she killed 14 people. Her name's Melissa Rory. They reconditioned her and forced her to join MaxTac. Ironic twist of fate, huh? Doesn't surprise me. Who'd know a cyber psycho better than someone who gets a kick out of slaughtering people? As long as she protects me against Psycho, she can get a kick out of anything for all I care. Anyway, see you at my bastion of taste and refinement. Yeah, let's go find out what the hell he wants to do. Whose job was that? Alright, not seeing it, so let's just continue to head to the big race. Whatever. I'm not intentionally going out to get something clothes. Oh, big race is right here.
You stink of junk food.
Yes, well, your mother smells of elderberries.
Dodge the rabbits. Perseverance to the net watch.
Claire, hey.
I literally can't
Miles
move my
upon us
car. It's
feet.
not letting me
Days here.
not park there.
Sure is. Want to meet up? I'm already here.
Yep, but listen, this will be highway driving, so we'll want a machine that runs on lightning. Your choice. Your rig or my beast?
Let's go with mine. Got a better
Batmobile.
feel for it.
No problem.
We meeting at the starting line?
That's right. Wait for me there.
I don't know why you put me back in my car. You know what? Never mind. Not thinking too hard on it, game. You do what you do, you. As much as the original Initial D series was fantastic,
Well, I really need
the
this
movie
often.
remakes weren't bad.
No.
The generic rock
I
was
have
kind of
cumin and
eh,
chili.
but still worked.
Yeah, yes.
And it was a good way to compress a larger series of... Oh, gosh. Don't tell him I messaged you, didn't want to could say... Didn't want to meddle in your personal business, see how River looks, no wait. That is a text I already received.
You're done, Samson.
Get away from me, you whack.
No remorse? Not a bit?
None whatsoever.
Claire, drop it. Leave the corporal rat alone.
Think you'll leave her alive, asswipe?
Claire!
This your new driver? I'd get out while I could if I were you. Claire can't seem to keep her partners alive for long.
You motherfucker!
Truth is, Dean was as shit a husband as he was a driver. Head swelled lots larger than he could manage, and he paid for it. Face the facts. I didn't kill him. His ego did.
You're a waste
Traps,
of organic matter, Samson.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
telling Claire.
corpo trash.
Stop.
Got a dozen bullets with your name on it.
Fuck off.
Claire, enough. Come on.
Not to worry, sugar.
Do something for me, V?
Yeah?
Come in close on his tail and stay there.
Bring some friends.
All right.
We'll celebrate.
If you win today, we gonna take you straight to paradise, Muffin.
Oh, we're killing a guy. I wonder how this is gonna work, considering she can't actually poke her head out and shoot at the guy like normal. This will be fun. Out of my way, Yakuza punk. I said, out of my way, Yakuza punk.
Hold on!
Hey, I'm turning here. Jeez. Rude. Yep, you just go ahead and get stuck on that barrier. Yep, working on it. Shut the hell up. I mean, absolutely, partner. Kinda hoping I would, like, run into him like he allegedly did to Claire's hubby, but no, this guy actually knows how to drive. Also, I mean, normally I'd be all like, vengeance is hollow, it doesn't really get you anything, but the way he was shit-talking her husband, like, what the fuck? Not cool. This is normally way more action-packed because she's shooting at him the whole time, but, so just gotta shove at him a bit. Bonk. Oh, that was a bad idea. I think he's got a scripted wreck if he doesn't blow up sooner. If not, we'll just have to, you know, find out where he lives and pop him there.
Hold your positions and provide cover.
Get on his butt.
Working on it. But my car seems to be a lot easier to take off the road than his. Also, how is this Yak Punk still alive? I literally scraped him against the wall. Hanging out the car, he scraped against a wall. Jeez. I wish I could bulldoze that, like that. I mean, I kinda can. Not that well. But then again, his car is literally called Cthulhu, so... Corpo trash. How dare they stick their terrible fingers into this race and sully the good name of street racing. Illegal ass death racing. I don't know, I don't get the whole, you know, hating the fact that he's a corpo in this also, because this is very obviously a corporate thing.
After him! His car's damaged. He's pulling off. After him, B. Don't let him slip away. One shot at this.
Let's take the wind out of his sails.
Get on his butt.
Trying to. Boy, his car is moving fast for being on fire.
Catch up to him, quick!
Working on it.
How's life, Samson?
Claire, please don't! I didn't do anything!
I mean, you were just a dick 5 seconds ago.
So,
Hey, no, please! Don't let her do this! Claire, I beg you! Jesus, Claire, what the fuck do you want? I didn't kill Dean!
Zip your trap!
He got himself killed, for fuck's sakes. Please let me go!
Talk your way out of this.
What's he talking about?
Doesn't matter. He's just trying to save his skin.
No, please, don't let her. I didn't kill her husband.
I said shut your hole.
No, Claire, don't do this. Don't use a Lexington. It's a piece of shit.
Claire, wait. Want to hear?
Borrow one of my guns.
What for?
Or I have a clown's
What do you
nose you
gotta
can put
say,
in his butt.
Dean tried to pass me just before the finish line, but he lost control.
You rammed us.
Even so, is that against the rules? It's this kind of racing.
Is that true, Claire? Samson did what anyone would do?
It doesn't matter. The bastard killed Dean. He has to pay for it.
What do you want from me? You killed... like everyone!
Claire, it was an accident. It's racing.
I loved him. Loved him more than life itself. And now I'm supposed to let this... I'm supposed to let this shit go? That what you expect?
Ah, fuck it.
Fine. Do what you will.
Time to die, asshole.
Wait, no! Your husband wasn't the saint you think!
Straps didn't save him. Tragic. Another life cut short by the tragic lack of quality in straps. Also, somewhere in that I took 2 whole points of damage, and it annoys me, but not enough to burn an expensive ass
Let's get out
drug.
of here, V, please.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is she gonna try and plow through the Batmobile?
All over, huh?
Guess
Nope,
so.
just happened to have part where I would not get plowed into.
Your husband. What was he like?
Definitely should have had more straps.
I'd like to sleep in.
I mean, there's a reason why people say strapping young lad.
Getting more and more. Scared I'll lose what's left of him.
Won't forget what matters most. How he made you feel.
Yeah.
You all right, Claire?
What? Why?
Look pretty down.
Because I've
I'm
helped
not.
like 5 people with vengeance recently,
honest,
like in the last
think I
3
feel
days, and it's always been hollow.
It's okay. It'll get better.
What will?
Well, everything, I guess. You'll move on.
The only place I want to go right now is my liquor cabinet.
Any desire to do it again? Team up? For a race, I mean.
No, V. In fact, not gonna race ever again.
Ever?
Ever. That was something we had. Something Dean and I shared.
Ooh, that was
I
me
just needed you to
pushing my
get
glasses
Samson.
up and then scratching my forehead. That was an interesting little flip my face did. Skip this awkward-ass ride. I'm not doing the whole ride unless I'm going to be crucifying somebody because of it. So, if you play the conversation just right, and that dick lives,
Beast is
he
yours.
gives you his car in
You're
thanks,
giving me a rig?
It's not mine. It belonged to me
and this still
Dean.
happens.
But since we
But-
are no more... Take care, V. And watch those turns or you'll end up wrapped around a lamppost.
Not possible. The lampposts are very, like, they're either the hardest thing in the world, in which case I bounce off them, or they're incredibly frangible, in which case I plow straight through them. In this case, I probably will plow straight through them. Of course. The one person with taste. The one person with good enough taste to listen to dad rock. Another time, she would be my wife. Let's see here. Pyramid Song, Meet Judy Early Evening. Yeah, Meet Judy Early Evening. Let's see how this thing handles. I mean, Perfect. It's just what I needed. Launches right off of a civilian and plows into a tree and stops. Exactly the kind of ride I need. Yep, see, that one just went down without a fuss. The other one stopped me completely. I am not going to be allowed to go anywhere in this city at this rate. So the cops really hate it when you drive past them after you killed someone. But I don't know where all the cops actually hang out because it does change. So just I'll randomly be going along like in the nice neighborhood where I've run over so many people. And cops start shooting at me. Oh, hey. F that barrier. I have not watched anime in a while. Going back to the previous subject. Used to watch it with my dad because I worked nights and he's retired. So I'd get home and we'd throw something up from Funimation or I'd be on a day off, but I don't know, we just haven't done that in a while. Okay, well that's a thing that just happened. I feel like I should have been more surprised by that, but and a part of it is we're on different floors, and then another part is he's kind of got shit taste for anime. Oh, Kako, do you not think she will betray us? You have nothing to worry about. Unlike me. Where are you? In Kabuki, I have two questions. How could anyone call this filthy slum Kabuki? Kabuki was a form of art. I will let you know shortly. Just, I'll let you know. That's really something that this game needs, that they need to freaking fix in the next patch, the one that's coming Q1, is the text messages are all janked up. Just, like, seriously, guys. How is that? How is this? Wait, sorry. This acceptable? Two questions. One is, why do they call this filthy slum Kabuki? And I guess he's going to tell me about the other one later? Yeah, that makes sense. No, it's the way the text messages display. In this case, it just drops one. I definitely need to catch the current season of Log Horizon. I heard there's a full-ass season that I haven't caught. And Log Horizon is fantastic. I'm not a big fan of isekais. I'm kind of tired of the trapped in a video game thing, despite being a cyberpunk myself. It's just overplayed to the point where Konosuba's kind of borderline. But Log Horizon, they do a lot to try and explain the world without it being too info-dumpy. The characters are really good. Nyanta is the best. I would absolutely be Cat Daddy's wife. But I think it struck the perfect balance. Meanwhile, can we just please give Jesus Kun and Sword Art a rest? I know they're on to Gun Gale again, and it's not that bad, but it wasn't the artist's best work by any means. It was literally a power fantasy thing he did in high school, if I recall correctly. Meanwhile, literally everything else he did was better. But it's not Sword Art. Fucking Asuna got so screwed. Oh, time to wait an entire day, I guess. Weirdly, Alcization? Alcization. Sword Art Alcization.
V, looking good?
You mean, considering the shit we've been through?
Well, factor that in and you look fucking amazing.
So, ready to tell me what we're doing here?
Well, been tinkering with virtues a lot lately and figured out a way to scroll 2 actors' experiences at the same time. Thought we could try it out. If you're down, of course.
How does one marry 2 separate neural tracks?
Well, at first I tried to create a single profile out of 2 data streams. Didn't turn out so great.
Must have gotten tangled up. Interference, white noise.
Yeah, effect was kind of
Her
like
eyes
a
are incredibly
bad
well
art
designed.
house. Couple tries in though, I managed to isolate specific sensations.
So you load them onto separate neural tracks. No emo bogies. Not bad. What do I gotta do?
You, my friend, are just gonna scroll me a virtue.
That's it.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This could be my greatest work ever.
Sounds like we could do this
I mean,
anyway.
I've seen some of your other work.
Why did we come all the way out here? What is this place?
Cottage belonged to someone I knew. It sits empty now. I take the liberty to use it from time to time.
And that's where we're
I've really
gonna
got to fix
scroll?
my desk situation.
No, we're gonna
Ernest is
scroll
getting annoyed
underwater.
with me.
Nope, no way. Bad idea. Tell her to find some other yes woman.
What do you say?
Fuck off, Johnny.
You in?
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Don't like the idea, that's all. It's just, when I think about the dark, the deep, palms that I don't fucking have get clammy with sweat I don't secrete.
You're more than welcome to stay on shore. Hell yeah, I'm in.
If I wasn't in
Awesome.
before with,
So,
I mean,
let's go. Got the hardware here.
Judy in wetsuit. Probably the only thing that looks better than a net running suit. The fact that Johnny's gonna be annoyed is even better.
All right, get that booty of yours suited up. Let's get this scroller on ya.
Look pretty damn fine in that wetsuit.
Should see me in my Max Tech uniform.
Whoa. Mean you have one?
Indeed I do.
Gotta change your expressions in general. Your commonly used ones are harder to reach than they should be.
Occasion.
Yeah, I'm kind of...
Huh. I don't know
Oh,
how
first of all,
easy
I haven't
that.
had anything that's made me particularly
Haven't even
one way
asked
or
if
another
I
for the
know how
most
to
part in
swim.
this game. But
Not
the fact
worried
that they're
I'll
on a
just
separate, I
sink
have to
to the
take my
bottom
hands
like a
off the
bag of
controls
rocks.
to,
A bag of rocks.
you know.
Come on, don't sell yourself short.
something I gotta get used to.
Alright, let's do this. Whew, freezing ass water, here I come.
Okay, we're all set. You go first.
Alright. Yeet!
Stay close behind me, and don't descend too fast.
Where are we headed, exactly?
I like how ominously I sunk.
Way to the deepest point. It'll be pitch black, but the currents are gentle. Ought to be safe. Want the precise coordinates?
Yeah,
I'll
I honestly,
Okie dokes.
despite the fact that I just bought and programmed a Stream Deck,
Virtues are more to you than just
I
the
should
way they
probably
turn out
actually use
eddies, huh?
the mouse buttons on the
Well,
side of my Naga X.
think paintings,
It'd be easier, but
songs,
at the same time I
they're
use
meant
them
to
a lot
produce
for
emotion responses.
game.
Generally how any kind of creativity works, sure.
Right, so art's a casing, trigger for emotion. Well, BDs are emotion in near pure form.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not useful at all. It is going to, at the very least, replace my dying G13 gamepad. I think it's a G. It's either the 13 or 11. One was the keyboard I killed, one was the gamepad I killed.
Swim over here and look straight at me, will you? Great. Great. Signal's clear. Just need your help with a few basic checks. Need to calibrate our gear. First up, motion sensors and scrolling. Circle around me, swim. Enjoying the view?
Visual sensors are getting stemmed right now. Can't be denied. To think I never realized how fit you were.
Don't get excited. Oxygen supply is limited. Great, motion calibrated.
This is like the horniest dive ever.
Now swim hither.
Not that that's an issue.
Next up, sound check. I'm gonna hum a song. You give me the title. Read me?
I know that. Eda Sorrentino, only you.
Yeah,
Never did go in for sentimental stuff. Got
the
stuck in my head
problem
lately,
with
though,
keeping
that
them
one.
ever ready
Alright,
is
that ought to do it.
I would need another gamepad
Think.
and then one with
now?
enough buttons to actually
Prepare to
replace
have your mind blown.
5 of them with the expression, 7
for
to do the zoomies. And that's even on a gamepad like the G, whatever it was. It's tricky.
Now grab this and hold on tight.
This game doesn't require a whole lot of, as many buttons as
Down
it
we
should.
go.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the MMO mouse is probably what I should be using for the expressions, but... Deep down into the loading screen. Why do I not have a flashlight? I actually use the mouse buttons for, in this case, switching weapons, activating my drugs, my speedwear, and my grenades.
That's incredible. What is it?
Especially with how the default control scheme is kind of crap for
Used to be
Cyberpunk.
called Laguna Bend. Just 15 years ago, people still lived here.
Yeah, I remember. NC Dam Limited made plans to build a dam. People protested, and the rest is history. Houses, playgrounds, all flooded. Got some connection to this place, right?
You got it. Grew up here. Haven't been back since Laguna Bend was wiped off the map.
Why are you showing me this?
It's important to me. Got a feeling this will be perfect for my experiment.
Why does this stand to be perfect?
Hoping you'll be able to pick up all the unfiltered mess of emotions this place brings out in me. Like it or not, you'll react to those feelings. That's what I want to capture.
Sounds Nova. Let's do this.
Played this moment coming back so many times in my head. Taken me years. Working up the nerve for this.
Why didn't you come earlier?
Good question. Easy answer would be that I didn't have time. Gear, stars weren't ever aligned. Truth is, the very idea just felt weird. Besides, didn't want to come here alone. Or with some rando.
That's how you get murdered. Murdered by mermaids. Mermaids who now live in this place, and have formed a mafia. Oh, seriously, this is actually probably one of my favorite parts of the storyline. Or it is my favorite part of the Alvarez arc. But the effed up part is there are a lot of cities like this
Flo's
around
Diner, best eatery in town.
America.
Only one at that, too.
Most
Burgers
of
weren't
them were...
amazing, too greasy. Big. Of course, I say that now. Back then, they were the best thing I'd ever chewed
Most of
and
them were
swallowed.
affluent
And next
minority
door,
neighborhoods.
That's where we lived. Me and my grandparents. Just let me know when you want to forge ahead.
Looks like this fell off your one and only eatery.
Let's see now. Your childhood tasted like scop dogs from Capitan Caliente with habanero sauce extra hot. Of course, tasted even better when you stole them off the stand.
You know what they say. It ain't caliente if it don't burn on the way in and out.
I mean, that's true.
Weird place for a framed picture.
Water probably carried it out of someone's house. Anything to make out?
No, not much.
I mean, maybe if I had a fucking flashlight.
Got something here. Looks like an old photo cam.
DPI 350. Practically an antique.
Like it?
You kidding? It's awesome.
Hockey stick. Is there a skating rink here?
I wish. Played street hockey on rollerblades.
Quit schmoozing, Alvarez. We're losing because of you. Come in. They're dead meat anyway. So, will you go out with me? Sorry, you gotta go. They're calling.
Here, take this camera. Better off in your hands than sitting here collecting algae.
Gosh, thanks.
What about your parents?
Dad was never in the picture. Mom died when I was tiny. Can barely remember her. Still have her picture, but, you know, I see a stranger there.
Judy, Judy, watch out for her cooties. Alvarez is so poor, she can't even afford to have parents.
Shit.
Who's that?
Children are awful.
Voices.
Voices? Didn't hear anything but you just now.
What was it like, living with your grandparents? How were they?
Granddad had a real knack for things technical, taught me everything I know. And the stories he told, never got bored listening to him. And Grandma was temperamental. Hot 1 second, cool as steel the next.
Did I just take damage or sit on a flare for no reason?
Where'd your grandparents go? Night City?
Yeah, for a couple years. Rented the unit that's mine now. But they hated the city. Moved up to Oregon. Still go and visit them sometimes.
Oregon is the new Florida.
Let's keep going, Judy.
Aye, aye, Captain. Follow me.
Actually,
We're looking
Oregon
for
is in many
anything in
ways the current
particular
Florida with all the racists that I know.
Can't
And
hurt to look around, though. Picking up very chill
Portland's really
vibes.
fucked up.
Feels like we're outside of time, like in a snow globe. After that, we can see
Springfield's
what
just
lies
full
up
of
ahead.
assholes who are privileged because they think they're better for not being in Portland.
It's hard to imagine anything that could be more out of place in an underwater world.
Bottled water?
Touche, Judy, touche. I gotta say, don't really get why they left their wheels behind when they had to evacuate.
Hey, how old do you think I am? These hunks of metal have got half a century on them. When I was about yay high, they were already here. And not in much better shape. It's good cover backstacking psychos, though.
Much slower part of the game, of course, but... Come on, where's clue number 3? The lighting's breaking down pretty freaking hard. Oh, that might just be my settings. At least I'm getting XP for all this swimming. Ah, there it is. It's incredibly small, but right at her feet.
This isn't yours?
Poor thing. Been here all alone for 20 years.
So it is yours?
No. It was Jenny Chapman's.
I don't have a stupid doll, but we can look for it together.
You took her doll?
As if. Hid it. I was a monster.
You hid it? Why?
'Cause I thought only losers played with dolls. What I really wanted was for her to notice me. Ah, the days when dolls were just kids' toys and nothing else.
Yeah, you got kind of a... less than...
Want to see what's further on?
fantastic
Come on,
record with
then.
dolls
Wanna show
now,
you
I guess.
Got no idea how weird it feels swimming through here.
Where you used to run as a kid.
I mean, actually, I kind of do
Our
have an
daily
idea
life
because I'm
grinded
literally
along.
tied to you,
Can imagine it a bit.
mentally.
Church hasn't aged at all. Always looked old and like it had landed here from outer space. Bells were cracked too. Gave off this eerie, atonal clang. Weird, I had no memory of that seconds ago. Now I can almost hear them.
Don't know how it's possible, but I think I hear those bells too.
Seriously? You can hear my
I wonder if people
memories?
actually go and dive cities like, or towns like this, because like I said, there's a lot of them in America. Where dams, a lot of them were just bulldozed for highways, but
Shame.
Could look for another way inside.
there are a couple that are just straight up underwater, practically preserved.
You like going to this church?
Never actually went to church. Never even really paid attention to it. It was just there, you know? Once we knew Laguna Bend was to be flooded, people gathered here to plan a protest.
Yeah, it...
Did it achieve anything?
Look around.
It's creepy, it's cool, but at the same time it's also really fucked up. Because like I said, in reality, a lot of these were affluent, minority-led communities that were destroyed, conveniently because they were in the way of a public works project. Even if that public works project got shut down later, or just wasn't very, like, well-planned. Not fitting through that hole. Almost as though they were destroyed just to keep minorities in their place. But, you know, why would that be? I'm really sure it's just like that hole I saw. You know, the great big one in the roof. Getting a lot of experience points off of all this swimming.
Found an opening.
Wires don't count.
Think we're safe to go through here.
On my way.
Oh yeah, perfectly safe. All those wires and cables. I mean, they're probably not plugged in, but it's sort of like saying, cool, we can swim right through this fishnet.
Snuck in here once when no one was around. Stood at the altar and tried to imagine what went through the padre's mind looking at all those people. Back then, I wondered how he could read people's thoughts and know everything about them. Then I screamed at the top of my lungs to check the acoustics.
Reading you worse and worse.
Huh? I read you loud and clear. Everything all right?
Oh, that's cool. Just a relic malfunction while underwater. It's fine. No big.
V, please. Oh, thank fuck. You're alive.
Did you try drugs? That's usually how I live through things.
How'd you manage to lift me out? Dunno, didn't think about it. Just did what I had to do. Hey, careful, easy now. So, you're saying you saved my life. Thank you.
Told you diving into this toxic waste was gonna end badly.
Oh,
but you
shut
just
it.
don't fucking listen.
Toxic waste? Is that your construct? You? Heard him? Heard's overstating. It's just surfaced in my head. A thought that wasn't mine or completely yours. Please just ignore his babbling. It's a complicated relationship.
Why do I even bother?
Why do you bother?
Doubt you should go back to the city just now. I'm pretty beat too. Last thing I want to do is drive. Let's stay the night. What do you think? Why the hell not? Whose cottage is that then? You said you knew the owner. One of our neighbors was hell-bent on staying in Laguna Bend. Badges literally dragged him out of his house before the water came in. So he built himself another house as close as he possibly could, but then he got sick. Water was way more toxic back then.
What? No. No. No.
You must be chilled to the bone. I'll brew a pot.
Jesus, put away.
How do you take yours? Black, please. Like
my
the heart
boyfriend.
of a merc. Ah, forgot to start the generator. I could turn it on. You're gonna take it easy. Promise to take it slow.
It's just a generator. Again, a flashlight.
You
would be
could have
really
fine-tuned the emotive wave transmitters better back there. Got some serious surges from you a few times. Power's up.
You go that route, city will always win, so be careful.
Baby? Shit. What was that? Couldn't hear you clearly. Something the matter? No, nothing. You thinking about Evelyn? Clouds has gone to shit. Tiger Claw No Next took revenge for Hiromi and the rest. There was a firefight. Tom's dead. Roxanne barely got out alive. House is closed until further notice. I'd rather not talk or think about it. I didn't want to tell you. Wanted this to be just our day. I want it. It is ours.
Yeah, you guys know exactly where this is going. So one thing I kind of wish I would have showed you is in the future, bras have no backs, apparently. I don't know how the hell they're supposed to work. At least there's nothing to try and unhook. So. Embed magnetic augments. You know, that would not surprise me one bit. That seems exactly like what Cyberpunk would do. You know, even on the lower settings, the graphics quality is really good. Of course, audio quality is not in question. Wow, the way her eyes dilated right there. Very impressive. So this loot scene actually does bother me a little bit just on the basis that you're still hooked up to her and know she's emotionally compromised. But like, you go for it. And then go for round 2. I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, Judy's never not going to be emotionally compromised. It's kind of. The more she tries to fight against it and be cool about everything, the worse it is. And that's. I don't know, that's kind of the way she works, and I won't call it shit writing because I've seen exactly that in enough people myself. Are we clothed? Good.
Will you sit with me a while? Here's your coffee.
Morning.
Finally. So, yesterday.
Technically last
What
night.
was that exactly?
Don't remember, or you want me to remind you?
You know exactly what I'm trying to say. What did it mean? Like, to you?
I mean, I hope
Really thrown
it
off
was
by the way her
beginning
head,
of something
the
nice.
shadow that's
Unless you
not
see
exactly
things
cast from it
differently.
is just coming from the wrong angle and also
Such
not
a gonk sometimes.
working right.
Ruined my plans, you know that? Was gonna leave Night City in the dust for good. Even started packing. But now I think I gotta stay.
Rafi, welcome in, darling. Yes, Sunday was my debut. It was terrible, but people enjoyed it. Well, person enjoyed it. Not people, probably.
Ah, well. Guess I'll have to make it up to you, won't I?
Yeah, that would be appropriate.
Water lighting, it's gotta
You're
be
handy.
difficult. I gotta admit that much.
All set. Congrats. Just gave you unlimited
It's okay.
access to my pack.
Whoa.
Decided
Asking me
to
move in?
If it's what you want.
take
Or just
on
drop by when the
the
urge
task of
grabs
doing
you.
something not driven by a game, without my notes, with a migraine, while staring into lights.
You sure? Isn't exactly a small thing, this.
The VOD's there,
I
but
like
it's
you.
it's not great,
Wanna see
I'll be
you
honest.
lots.
I'm just
Now that I
glad to be
see
able
it,
to use
there
this
isn't anything else to
form.
consider.
Wanna go there now?
So,
You can if you want.
am I moe enough for
stick
you?
around for a bit before I head back.
See ya, Judy.
Thanks for the keys to your apartment. I'm gonna fuck off and leave you out here in the middle of nowhere. Almost walked off the pier right there. Oh, another malfunction. At least I'm not underwater this time. More kawaii than moe. I'll have to work on that. But I mean, these eyes. When they're not drifting around a bit too much. The tracking's not great through glasses, but it's improved over yesterday. V, sorry I got you mixed up in all this. Hey, you gave me a chance to walk away. Gave me several chances to walk away. I'm all for revenge, apparently. Starting to feel like it was guilty, like it was dumb. I mean, he did deserve it. He was kind of a prick, but he also didn't deserve it. Because he didn't do anything wrong aside from being a prick. Which, I mean, if being a prick is a death sentence in Night City, I would have been gone, like, before the opening is done. Move on, Claire. Fuck's sake, get a therapist. I know, Dean would have wanted me to move on instead of just dwelling on the past. Again, thanks for everything, V. You're welcome. I'm always happy to help kill people. It's what I do. Always more of that cutesy kind of cute, like pastel and bunnies. Yeah. I would say that is accurate. I just know the meme is, am I moe enough for you? Mostly because of Hellsing Abridged. Well, hey. 2 fine women got closure. Fantastic. I'm not gonna try and drive you again. I went off the side of a fucking road. Or went off the side of the freeway. Landing on the freeway. Batmobile. I think moe is described technically as, that feeling you get when you're in the presence of your cute girlfriend, of a very cute girl. But I take it the news has not been fantastic over in your neck of the woods. Do I have anything left to do? Well, let's check the map. And there's one thing I don't need more of, it's anger issues. You're not wrong. I don't mean that to sound, you know, shitty or anything, but none of us need more reasons to be angry right now. Not for possibly since before you were born, to be honest. Wow, there ain't shit to do until we get a call from Takamura. Oh, world news. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened in the world recently. I should keep more abreast of the news, but I'm kind of bad at that. Ironically enough, since I stopped using my Facebook. Mostly not because I took my news from Facebook, but because somebody would send something to me and I'd be all like, well, I gotta research this now to prove I'm wrong. Stupid and wrong. What? He who shall not be named. Oh, yeah. I think he's been officially banned and deplatformed from just about everything, and the last time he made a platform, it got hacked within an hour. Which is nice. You know, let's see what happens if I yeet. Can I yeet? Okay, that was pretty cool. That was so cool, Takamura's call.
From Okada-san. Very valuable. I also learned something through my own efforts. We must meet.
Where'll it be this time? Trash processing plant? Deserted in-cart station?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was
south
thinking
of
of my
Japantown,
country's he who
there
shall
is a
not be named.
street market. It is on the footbridge above the main street. Use the elevators. It is easy to get lost. I am on my way there. Do not make me wait.
And now I just want to make him wait. Wing. I've got to admit, I have not actually heard that as a reference for the jackass. Which is... Thank you, Doppel. Also, hi, Doppel. Welcome in. Welcome. Even though you're probably still here because you're an expert lurker. Did not complete anything or get anything new for just completing that. I guess we'll continue to advance the plot. Yes. Bazaar, Kanzaki Street, Japantown. You cannot miss it. Bazaar's on the upper level, quite high, so it's worth using the public elevator. I think there are 2. Fine.
I've got a story to tell you.
So yeah, the last time he texted us, he was speaking in code, so we decided to do that to him because it's funny. But he doesn't have a sense of humor. Sadly, Murder Daddy's first victim was his own sense of humor. It's a requirement for getting into Arasaka.
She's telling me about some strange stuff happening out in Badlands to the east.
So aggressive.
Hell yeah, aggressive. I'm a mercenary. And an expert driver. Fantastic. Have I checked my suggestion box recently? I forgot I had it about 10 minutes after you last mentioned that you put a suggestion in there. And I said I'd check it after the stream. I should really actually remember that's a thing or destroy it. One of the two. Suggestion, check your suggestions. Noted. If it were my server, I'd put a Fluffy's memory thread up in the Discord. You're literally the only suggestion. Darling, you're not a suggestion. You're straight up demand. Oh. Almost made that, but took a turn slightly too soon. Still handling so much better than it was. Every time I say that. Oh, hey look, they lived. Not a crime. I have the suggestion box linked to the Gmail account that I signed up to everything with. Well, not everything, just as a redundancy. And I did that because I thought, well, of course I'll be checking my Gmail account. I forgot who I was.
Tiancha, come quiet for this over.
You demand a taco? I can't think of anything sexual to put in there, so... I mean, aside from the existence of a taco, in general. I will actually, pause right here and switch us over to my not often used Bees Are Bees screen. And I'll be right back. Facility break. I have no idea what my avatar is going to do when I get away from the computer. I also realized that I hadn't turned my lights on since I sat down at my computer. So it's hella dark in here, except for the lights off of my computer room, which is not a lot. Thankfully, I know this floor very well, so I didn't trip over anything or walk into anything. Which would have been completely different if my cat were up here, because he's always, like, right where he shouldn't be. You know, like a cat. But let's get back to it. Ah! Overcoat! Rock, baby! Welcome! Welcome in, darling! Welcome! Not sure why I called you baby. But I did. And, I'm not taking it back. I'm baby. I'm baby. Detoxing from phone in bed, trying just to use it just to sleep, and hopefully sexy time anytime soon. Trying to take CGP Gray's suggestion on vessel management. Honestly, take CGP Gray's suggestion on everything. Oh yeah, Doppel and Rock use the same color. Interesting. That's why Alter is white. He's the only... Okay. You're not the only white on Twitch. That is abundantly clear. But you're the only person I see use white on your name.
Does Arasaka not have enough of its own people?
Look around, sir. Things are heating up in the city.
He's got the gift of the gab. Can't be denied, but I need to steal your buddy for a sec.
What are you?
Goro, good to see you.
As it is to see you, V.
Oh, that's interesting.
I acquired some information of my own.
That's odd. Thank you, Stream Deck, for...
Do you know who most wish to honor Arasaka-sama with the parade?
Oh,
He's a murderer.
Because the hot button uses control in it.
What's in it for Yorinobu? Doesn't seem like the kind who'd care to honor tradition.
That is so. Japanese heritage is one element.
Yes,
Yorinobu will also
Alter is
put
an
on a
expert
display of
expert
power.
sneaker.
The floats are sure to be beautiful.
He goes after the
but
lightsiders
wizened
quite
eye will
frequently.
see in them a hidden message to
Sneak
his
100.
foes.
What message that be?
Honestly,
I am
Raph,
here
with how late it is over there, I'm glad
Watch
you're
your
getting
backs.
sleepy. As much as I love
Not one
having
for
you
subtlety,
here,
is he?
your
Still
sleep
don't
cycle
see how this gets us
sucks,
anywhere.
darling.
I have had an idea. Look to the sky.
Please do not die, darling. Go, enjoy, get sleep.
The dash floats will pass precisely this way.
Yeah, it's
If
1
I
in the
could just
morning
get
on a Monday.
onto Hanako-sama's float,
Look, I know you're
I
a
could
college
speak
student
with her
now,
in
but
private.
still,
Get there how?
Why jump? Of course.
sleep. Sleep.
Expectations way too high, Goro. Couldn't pull that off even if you had your fancy implants.
I have thought of a solution. While you are occupied with your shady dealings, I learned more about the floats. They are all kept in one place, Arasaka Industrial Park. It is there that they
Free college
prepare
student.
them. We need only to break into the compound, find the right float and inject a virus into its system. You will then be
Bye,
able
Rafi.
to
Get some good
disable
sleep,
any
darling.
security before I sneak inside.
So at least someone here gets good sleep.
Gotta be honest, net running's not my forte.
It is even less mine. I have an infected shot.
I like the fact that if your
It
net
was
running
not
is shit,
cheap,
you can
but
say,
the
I
man
have no
who
idea how
sold
to
it
net
to
run.
me guaranteed it will work.
Alright, cool. Let's take this shard.
Let us move on.
Did you just have to
Take
stop there for a
control of the
second? Did your
float is
macho
one
sense
thing,
go off?
But not all. The security concerns
Nice
me.
freaking chrome.
The snipers especially. I will be an easy target. But I may have an answer. Okada-san mentioned the city cameras. If we gain access to them, we will see exactly where the snipers are. You can deal with them as I advance.
Still can't tell if his accent's racist or not. Like, I don't know a Japanese person who sounds like that. But I don't...
Sounds like a plan.
You agree just like that? The risks are considerable.
Yeah, well...
Bitch, I'm dying in
more
question mark
used to
number
that.
of weeks. It doesn't
Now,
matter.
What would you say to a small test?
YOLO
We must
myself
try
off the side of a building, kill a
The
bunch of
camera
snipers,
control
probably
room
fight
is
Oda,
in front of us.
cap a netrunner.
You must get inside and
Sounds like a
infect the
Tuesday,
network.
bro.
That is all.
Uh-huh. And in the meantime, you'll do what? Crack open a can of suds?
I will not touch alcohol. At work, I will watch your back. Now, get to it.
Wait until you stream Deus. Oh god. Yeah, I kind of forgot about the terrible accents in Deus Ex. I mean, they weren't horrible, and Takamura's isn't terrible, but like... Oh no, god, you're thinking you're gonna be playing the original Deus Ex. Oh my god. I mean, have fun with that. Last time I tried playing the original Deus Ex, the controls killed me. Instantly. Like, literally just walked me off a pier. Turns out, JC Deaton couldn't really swim.
And?
Two-bit thief, ain't I? Keep saying so yourself.
Not without reason. The shard works. Good. The easy work
Yeah,
we
it's
have
one
done.
that you have to play with a numpad,
To
a
break
full
into
numpad.
Arasaka Industrial Park will not be such a bed of roses. But before we discuss that,
I have to do my badass strut.
sit. I have not eaten since yesterday.
I mean, I ate last night, but it wasn't very
Give me
nutritious.
the best on the menu.
I
highly
recommend the
yakitori today. Get it? Get it?
Anything that isn't local, please.
See you tomorrow.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but this Sokka scum might actually prove useful. He's a well-trained dog. Needs orders, that's all. And when
He's
he
the one who's been
outlives
coming
his
up with our
purpose,
orders, Johnny.
we'll flatline him.
And I am not killing Murder Daddy. First of all, I'm not turning down dongos.
Chill, Johnny. He's Sokka scum to you. I know that, but Goro's not a bad guy.
I
Not a
mean,
bad guy.
as far as why
He
we
was
don't have
Saburo
street
fucking
stalls like
Arasaka's
this.
bodyguard.
Right now,
Think his
COVID.
pretty eyes landed in
But
that gig?
actually, his eyes are pretty.
What is this?
But
Yakitori.
Okay, I have laid the plan. 1. We break into Arasaka Industrial
I mean, look at those eyes.
1.5. We hack Hanako-sama's float.
He could have just had standard cyber
During
eyes
the
that look
parade,
like
with my
mechanical
help,
eyes.
You eliminate
But those
any
are
sniper.
very pretty. They're
3.
designed to
I
look
get
pretty.
onto the float. 4. I
And I mean, look at all the
convince
metal he
Hanako-sama
has
of the
normally, and he
truth.
usually puts that throat on display to begin with. First of all, I'm a street kid, this stuff's delicious. Wow, 2 balls at once.
Forgot 5. Oda zeroes us and pisses on our corpses. He won't ever be less than a foot away from Hanako.
Oda would not dare raise his hand against me.
Well, no, I have to fight him. I'm the one going
That is
after
a
the
different
Netrunner.
matter. I would advise you to watch your distance.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's one mall left. And I need to prove a point. As a citizen of Night City, I have shit taste. Yeah, I had questions
There's no
about that
time
being
to waste,
accusatory.
B.
Well, sounds like a suicide run, but done dumber shit than this, so.
I mean, literally
Things
met you
even
doing
more
dumber shit.
stupid than stealing from Arasaka.
None dumber yet, no. Set the bar pretty high with that one.
Now, we part. Reconnaissance is required.
What are you doing? Don't let him off his leash. Let him stray.
You're a stranger in a strange land.
Shut up,
Going with
Johnny.
True. And you with your hands, skills, mind of a thief. Agreed. This we will do together.
Cook! Louder! Louder!
Yorinobu.
Our active
In the
Night
flesh.
City security forces. President Myers has called this a
He
breach
eliminated the last obstacle between himself and complete power.
And they.
Surrendered it to him.
What do we call the murder of my father? Was that not a provocation? Was that not a...
Arasaka. An empire built to last. Before Yorinobu set fire to it from the inside. All of this began with him. The factions, power struggles, all of this. Kusa!
Why'd Saburo tolerate it all? Can't get my head around it. Could have kept his son on a short leash.
Arasaka-sama was a strong and disciplined man. The strongest man I have ever known. And yet,
I mean,
at a critical moment,
he survived being a
showed
Japanese
weakness
pilot in World War II.
For Yorinobu.
for his daughter. When Yorinobu formed his band of hounds, declared war on his own family, Arasaka-sama could have crushed him with one word. Yet he did not, for he did not wish his daughter to suffer. When Yorinobu returned, his tail between his legs, she persuaded her father to give him a second chance. Do you understand? Hanako-sama saved Yorinobu from the consequences of his deeds.
Feels like that's about to change. Long as we get Hanako to believe our version of events. Conscience could also come into play.
Yeah, with all this
Assuming
chrome he
she's got
normally
one.
shows,
We must reach her.
especially specifically in the
Will you
neck.
join me?
Sure, why not?
Let us
He
go
could have
from
just
here.
gone with regular chrome eyes, but those are very pretty.
Please come again.
Sawdust and plastic.
Hey, that was the most delicious sawdust and plastic I've had. And I mean, street trash, so that's saying something, really.
Come. I have found a good place to observe. We must just climb up here.
It's fun if you have the double jump to just like leap over him
Now,
as
this
he's
way.
climbing, just to style on him.
Fortune smiles to us. It seems no one is here today.
Yeah, probably nobody cares. An abandoned construction site. Do you know how many of those there are here? Okay, it does have a working elevator. A little less than abandoned, I guess. Wow, that was amusing to watch my model do. while I was cracking my neck. You can see why stretch redeems are so popular amongst VTubers.
I would
Taking
call
your
this
disinfectant.
a beautiful view of the city.
If?
If there was anything to admire.
Hate Night City that much?
Perhaps I am simply homesick, as you say. Now, you must
Dude,
look for
I've read the Pacific Rim source book. This is what
weaknesses,
Dejima looks like. Shut your
while
whole
I try to
mouth.
think of a diversion. Arasaka cannot discover our intentions. A bit of sabotage is just what we need to divert their attentions.
I'm stealing
You
your
have the
drugs you
best
keep in your
view on
tool
the
chest.
I will try
Because
here.
you are
This
union.
old scope should be good for something. Shall we begin?
Let's do this.
I do like the fact that the the Arasaka compound, well, the storage warehouse they're using, looks about like you would expect.
Transformer by the wall.
Nice
See
and
it?
big.
We should use it to step up.
Footbridge, but it's guarded.
We will use it to enter if there's no other way.
There's a bunch of ways.
Camouflage turrets by the gate.
I think I missed scanning the van.
A last resort. I do not wish to die there.
Looks like a service tunnel by the road there.
It could lead to the warehouses. This is not bad.
Antenna. Security hub's liable to be in that building.
Perfect for sabotage.
Pipes. See 'em?
We could use them to get inside.
Got eyes on the comm system. A lot of guards.
I could use comms for a diversion.
Yeah, just get in there, blast some silver hand.
Trucks drive up regularly.
Are we to hijack one?
I mean, car theft is a form of theft.
So, we must be aware of the mech.
Oh, please, take off the guns and it's useless. I think that's about everything that's worth it.
Think I've seen everything.
We have what we came for.
So, we going in?
Is this what you said before entering Konpeki Plaza? I wish to be certain we have not overlooked anything. We should wait and observe. If nothing out of
Oh,
the
we have no
ordinary
time when I'm talking to
then
chat,
yes,
but
we go in.
Sounds sensible.
now
Better get comfy.
we've got all the time in the world. I see how it is. I could be with my girlfriend right now. Or my boyfriend.
What?
Or my doctor. I should really be with my doctor.
No sudden movements. Do you see it? That cat?
Fine looking feline. Thought they'd all disappeared from the city.
Except the one you meet in Act 1 that you pet.
It is the first animal I see in Night City. Except cockroaches, of course.
First it was birds, then dogs.
Voice actor
Cats
for,
actually put up a fight
for
longest.
Takamura is
Perhaps
Shirasaka.
it is a Bakeneko.
Fair enough.
A Bakaneko? What's that?
It is a cat spirit. It brings misfortune. Can restore
So,
the dead back to
not
life.
really bad stereotypes, I guess? Yeah. Fair. I guess this I guess the shitty stereotype accents I heard were more accurate than I thought.
Believe in ghosts?
The relic let you talk to the dead, does it not? I believe we are past belief.
Bruh, it lets me talk to a
My
copy of a
grandmother knew
skeezed
many,
out
many
punk
stories
rocker.
about kitsune, kappa, bakeneko too.
Where'd you grow up, anyway?
I am from the slums of Chiba 11. Once when I was desperate to live there, bad memories washed away by time. I long only for the simple days of childhood.
Childhood memories. Let's see.
Yeah,
Hopping buildings.
the Oriental mysticism is a
badges,
bit cringe. And also,
iron taste of
again,
blood from a split lip.
I'm pretty sure that's the same cat we met, like, in Act
I
1.
remember the chemical stench of the canal, where we boys washed our shirts. Corporate transporters sometimes passed through our slum. Arasaka selecting children, but only the clean ones.
Let me guess. So they could turn him into corpo soldiers?
Exactly. When they chose me, I felt I had won the lottery. In the army, I was given everything I lacked before: discipline, regular meals, and when I proved I was gifted, an education.
Did what you had to keep from going hungry.
I sense that you judge me, and yet you have no right to. Unlike you and your friend Mr. Wells, I was not arrogant. I did not take the easy path.
Wasn't judging you.
And
You're a
true,
dick.
you oppose the corporations, their order, their world, in a mindless way, yet you offer no worthy alternative.
Take a look around. It's here.
Look, I'm not a
Your
political
corporate
scientist.
world in its glorious splendor.
You show me filthy streets as if no other world exists, as if nothing else is possible. What of the millions who work for Arasaka and receive stability,
The
safety?
Chiba 11 slum rats? They're there. Scraping scraps out of scop tins. Corpse decided that too.
Fuck yeah, V.
We cannot fix everything at once.
You already forget what happened at Tom's Diner? People hate Corpse more than anything. Can't blame them either. Got some regrets, but clipping from Arasaka ain't one of them.
Sometimes I wish to become a nomad, to leave this world, forget everything.
I have friends who can help with that.
Never too late to change.
What is
I
your
mean, I'm not
expression?
introducing you to those friends.
One cannot teach an old dog new tricks.
But I have friends that could help you with that. The fact that I do it
you
and
know what
not
I
letting you know them,
What's that?
that feels
That
good.
day in Konpeki, we both have lost someone important. And we are not at peace with this. So we seek conflict, argue eagerly.
Finally starting to make some sense.
It is the duty of the living to atone for the dead. Hanako-sama shall aid us in our mission.
Or she'll make sure we die for good.
Bakaneko got sick of us.
Says the guy who
looks
just
like.
rolled off a building.
It will find its own way. As will we.
Definitely gonna play a less talky game next.
I think it is time to do something.
Oh, fuck. Getting worse.
You do not look so bad.
Hey, I have a boyfriend. And girlfriend. And doctor. Did you really just text me that instead of just saying it to my face. I'm right here, bro. Could have just used words from your face hole. Can't quite jump from this altitude. I mean, I could continue to just take the stairs, I guess, but that's way less boring. Way more boring. Yeet! 0 damage. Probably could have done it from higher.
I'll be in touch. The diversionary reaction, that is mine too.
Yes, I get it. You're doing the diversion. I do all the heavy lifting. It's like you get to talk to Hanako. I get to take out a bunch of snipers and a netrunner. And Oda. Because I'm gonna have to take out Oda. The lens flare is strong with this game. Don't beep yourself, I'm in the opposing lane. It's fine. There we are. That's the van I need. Why? Why do you give the traffic the green light there? Did it stop at least? Cool. What's up? I'm not sure how I'm taking control if you're not moving. Okay, let's do this again. I'm not changing the radio, it's not going to be on for long. Hello, just normal delivery van.
Good. Now try to enter the warehouse. I will draw their attention away. Rather clever.
That's why I'm here.
Very well. I have reached the roof. I'll be in their communication system soon.
Why will you not? Why did you not click clicky thing? Yeah, I don't know why. That's the only time I've entered from passenger seat of anything, and not just had it, you know, let me do the thing. New message. That's broken. No. That's not happening. That's not the camera. That was the camera. There's gonna be a lot of guards with, like, spinal injuries here, which is gonna be a shame. It's really tragic. I do kind of feel bad for all of the, you know, workaday corpo rat scum I put down, but only kinda. I get spotted already. Man. Oh yeah, I got heckin' spotted early. Oh cool, they've got a netrunner. Fantastic. Gonna speedrun this then.
You're an easy target when you step out.
Yeah, I know.
Even I see.
Hey, Netrunner.
You have made a cock up. Arasaka reinforcements are here.
Oh shit. Yep. Fuck you, Briarios. What were you looking for, dude? You get a grenade, and you get a grenade, and you get a grenade, and you get a grenade.
You really?
What? That I dropped him?
Approaching target. You are truly mad. Cover me! I'm reloading.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed that they spotted me so very quickly. Oh, somebody dropped an orange. You dropped an orange drugs. Thank you.
Engaging hostile.
How did I miss every one of those shots that close? Goodness me. Oh, I need to take more drugs.
God damn it! Regroup.
Oh, cool. Another hacker somewhere. Fantastic. More drugs. Another clown nose. Those clown noses are really handy.
Kill or be killed.
Oh, I so want to steal one of their transports just because. I mean, show me a street kid who doesn't want to steal an Arasaka AV. Wait. Can I turn off the security? Oh, nope. I can hit the wrong button again, though. Oh, that's right, the security room was this one. That's silly me. Ran right past it. Fine. You get to live, camera, just because it's a ridiculously difficult shot with a pistol. Really enjoying getting all of these kill shots with Jackie's pistol specifically. Especially since it has a ridiculously high set on fire chance.
Got an access point to the security systems.
Excellent. I am also making progress.
There's a security terminal I can actually use.
The company has already announced a forceful response against the Nomads camps.
Eh, screw it. I think I've killed everybody anyway. It doesn't matter. Also, I'm, not using my silenced pistol at all. See, now I'm just being petty and breaking shit. And people. Last time I did this, I was on a much stealthier character and managed to get through the entire thing without getting spotted, right up until I got to literally the front door of the warehouse. When one camera that did not go down from all of my hacking caught me. Which was a little annoying because I was absolutely top deck hacker, and net running is freaking great. Literally had a net running deck made by Arasaka meant for corporate warfare. It was extremely effective as a combat deck. It would allow you to hack people if you hit somebody with ping, which tracks people on the same network. It would allow you to hack them through walls. And on top of that, there's a mine here. Oh, I didn't have time to turn that off at all. Sweet. Prototype Smart SMG. That'll look good on my wall not being used because it's not a pistol. But hacking through walls is great, but also if you have ping on a team, anytime you take somebody down, how dare you jump scare me? How dare you? Anytime you take somebody down while their team's under the effect of ping, it refreshes the ping. So long as you keep putting people down with damage while you can hack them from anywhere.
And make a terrible mess. Very well. I am ready.
You always have your ability to hack them from anywhere. Arios looking motherfucker. Whoop. In the middle of a firefight, you need to break down some goods. It was really a great combination. Another good deck is one that causes your top-end software to spread like it's a hack that can spread like Contagion. And causes the spreadable ones that normally spread to spread further. So you can catch like 2 or 3 people at the same time with something like suicide or grenade detonation. Which is funny as it is. Just that in and of itself is great. But I haven't used my speedwear this entire time. It's also just extremely effective for eliminating farther away targets. If you get any sort of ping on them, literally ping, you can cause them and several other people to just drop immediately.
Shoot! Shoot! Oh no, no! You can...
Confetti! Confetti for everyone. But I liked the one that kept ping up and allowed you to ping or hack through walls so long as ping was on. That was a great combination of effects. Excuse me, sir, I'm looting here. No, this went about exactly as well as the last time I hit up Arasaka for something. I really shouldn't be surprised.
Watch it!
Where is their netrunner? There's a sniper. Which, sniper as netrunner would be pretty stellar combination. Get eyes on the enemy and you got him one way or another. But
she has combat implants.
Yes, I do. There you are. Just for you, for all the times you set me the hell on fire. You're way too good at your job.
Float's ours to do with as we please. You can fly to Tokyo if you want.
Haha, I just may do that. Good work. Now it is my turn. Can you see? Terrible chaos. Even the roof is slowly. Me, the roof. That is your will. There are buildings around, smaller ones. Use them to come down. V, you must hurry. An Arasaka AV approaches.
I mean, you keep saying I need to hurry, but I really actually just want to shoot my way out instead. So, what's going on in this thread? You guys were dead a while ago. There we go. Besides, I've got more looting to do. I haven't looted everybody I've killed or killed everybody I want to loot. I'm a very busy woman. I've got a lot to do. Pilot, you just gonna sit there? I mean, oh, okay. Yeah, fine. Fine, let's just go ahead and do this dumb climbing up a bunch of stuff and sneaking out the top like a sneaky beaky motherfucker. Or fall off of it because I'm not paying attention. That is also an option. Let's get up here. Can't fool me, you're not real birds! Really? I am disappointed with myself. More than normal, really. You did that box into a beam. I'd say they still have physics on. Oh, look, a camera I haven't shot yet. Use the smaller buildings to get down. No.
It fucking worked.
Excellent work, B.
Okay, what now?
Now we retreat into the shadows and arm ourselves with patience. I will contact you before the parade. Until then, try not to get into any more trouble.
As if I wasn't in enough already.
Forget who you're talking to? Trouble's my middle name. V. Trouble Mercenary. That is actually my birth name. Pursue other leads until Takamura is ready. Pursue other leads until Bess Isis is ready. Pursue this level up because it's ready. Regenerate 100% health out of combat. Alright. Let me see if calling Bess Isis is possible. AKA Nancy. Where the hell is her? No. Gentleman, Dino, Liz, Gina, Sandra, Dakota. Ah. Alright, not available. Wait, what was that? That message. Oh, we discussed on the roof. Bakeneko can take a human appearance. Sometimes they even consume their owner and replace them. Keep this as a warning. Alright. What do you say to a little dinner together, a real one? Oh, you're Arasaka.
Fucking city.
It's good because you don't count as real people and or robots. Well, that was a fabulous explosion. That was way more explosion than the typical robot contains. That one actually survived that. Oh my goodness! That was a lot more explodium than your typical robot is made of. Great. Now I can't get into my car. Now I can get into my car. I think. Nothing obvious on the map that I can see still. I think we've just about done everything not plot related. Yeah, there is nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and take this level up and call it here. We are a bit over our time as normal. Cool 12. Anything else in body that was interesting? Shoot with pistols and revolvers, or sprint while carrying a body. When do I ever carry a body? Reduce fall damage even more. Cool. Anything cool here? Probably not. Quick melee attacks, stagger enemies. Giving you the opportunity to grapple them. That's actually kind of cool. Pick up an enemy's body immediately after performing a takedown. Detection time increased. Hell yeah. Average Tesla owner movement. Oh, can't get into my car. Guess it's done with. Such a shame. So that, I think, is where we are going to call it, folks. I had a fantastic time as usual. I really like starting and close to ending my week with massive amounts of bloodshed and explosions. It really brightens things up. Let me see if we got anybody to raid out to. Sulfurish is on. And he's doing Arch. Momika's doing Spyro. Let's go with Sulfur. Once again, thank you all, darlings, for showing up. It's always good to have someone to talk to. Again, not that I wouldn't be talking to myself, but it makes it a little bit less weird if someone else is here. Thank you again to Raphaelzio, Radio Overcoat, Alter, and Doppel, and of course Cider Elf, my dear lurker supreme, for showing up. And also thank you to Proteus Samsara for being the newest darling in the fluff pile, who actually scared the crap out of me because he joined between streams while I was watching someone else's stream and fiddling with my OBS, so the alert went off. And I didn't know it could do that. One of these, but that was, hey, I'm always happy to stream Doppel. I'm always happy to have you guys here too. And you, Radio Overcoat. I mean, I guess. Not just kidding. You know I love you. Let's go with /raid at Sulfur-ish, because it's the easiest one to spell. Also, Sulfur's great. She's kind of foul-mouthed, I think she has a curse counter up currently, or a couple of them, which is funny. But she is currently doing Audica because she is mostly a rhythm game VR streamer. She sometimes does VR chat, but not too frequently. I actually need to watch her when she does, or I don't know, see if I can, hang around with her and be like there with a person so it's less awkward. Because VR chat is just as terrifying as talking to people in real life. Although I do like Alter's idea of just pretending to be a mute. Just being one of the many, many VR chat mutes. Either way, still don't have a raid message. But she is fun to watch. Thank you all for another lovely Monday. I will see you guys Thursday for what will be some of the last Cyberpunk. Honestly, we're getting close to the end. We're about to wrap up the midpoint on Arc 2, and we don't have anything to pad the time with because we did all the side missions to speak of. But after that, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to think of something. Either way, thank you all. Have yourselves a lovely night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.